Well, hello again from our vicarage. Although it's dark, the flickering Christmas lights in our house are reflecting into our study, and it makes you feel quite cosy. I do love this time of year. And this year, even Andrew has agreed to have the tree and lights up early. If you have time to ask him about the year when I wasn't allowed a Christmas tree until Christmas Eve, and it's a long story and a rather funny one, will do. But needless to say, since then we've had a Christmas tree much earlier, though never in November before. In our gateway we have a little stable scene, and many people walk by, look and smile. It's good to spread a little joy after such a challenging year. And perhaps the best news this past week has been the news of a vaccine to protect us against COVID-19. Hopefully this Christmas will be the last socially distanced Christmas we will ever have to experience. It's a lovely thought that life might soon go back to something a bit more like normal, where we can see people indoors and perhaps even return to singing and hugging. I do miss hugging, appropriately, of course. My Christmas app on my phone tells me that as I write, it's only 19 days, 4 hours, 19 minutes and 23 seconds until Christmas Day. Exciting. And to think that this year, as a friend said to me just a little earlier today, we will have a humbler Christmas. A Christmas where we think more about the true meaning of why we celebrate the birth of a baby some 2,000 years ago. And this year I think we've all had to rethink our lives in these rather frightening and difficult days. We can give thanks for all that has been good, whilst acknowledging what has been hard. At the beginning of lockdown I mentioned the wobble rooms set up in hospitals where people could go when feeling wobbly. Well, I'm not sure there are many people who haven't had a wobble now and again in the last 9 months. Mine have come mainly over funerals because they've just been so sad. Families unable to be with their loved ones, funerals with a few people, masks, no singing, and definitely no hugging or touching. As a priest, it has been felt that we can't do the job we should, as at the beginning of lockdown we couldn't even meet families face to face. We still can't offer a calming hand or a hug to a grieving mum, dad or partner. And I have to admit to wobbling a bit over Christmas. With all our children, it's impossible to see them all, and we will not break the rules like so many are planning to do, because we want to keep everyone safe. So difficult choices have to be made. But I, like many, have to remember that this is just 1 year. Many families are separate every year because of their jobs abroad or jobs that mean they work over Christmas, as many are forced to do. When in Greenhithe, I was chaplain to Bluewater Shopping Centre for many years. I was given the posh end, had all the jewellers, the apple shop, top-end clothes stores and chocolate shops. Each year, as chaplains tried to support exhausted shop workers who were given no choice but to work till 11 p.m. most nights. Christmas Eve they close at 5, only to start setting up for sales. Then only Christmas Day off before in again early for sales starting at the crack of dawn. It was for many of them a great deal of stress, and most of them were only low-paid workers. I wonder at what point did Christmas stop being special for so many people and instead become a time for mass shopping and profit-making. It's very sad. So I was pleased to hear that some major retailers are closing this Boxing Day. Well, John Lewis always did. It's something the Bluewater staff and probably many others have been petitioning for many years, so I hope it makes a real difference. And as for us, well, let's take a Christmas back to its roots. A fragile baby, born to be a humble servant king, born for each one of us, to enable us to have a true relationship with the God who made us. And in the words of the song that inspired our charity that helps people in need. Born in the night, Mary's child, a long, long way from home, coming in need, Mary's child, born in a borrowed room. So let's prepare for that humble Christmas, and let's look for the hope that is to come. Amen.